Below is Chapter 6, Build an Identity That Wins. Identity drives action. Your life moves in the direction of your identity, not your goals, not your intentions, not your dreams, your identity. Because identity drives action. Say it again. Identity drives action. If you want to know why your life looks the way it looks, don't examine your plans. Examine your identity. Your actions already reveal what you truly believe about yourself. People say, I'm trying. But trying is not an identity. Trying is uncertainty. Trying is hesitation. Trying is permission for inconsistency. Winners don't try. Winners decide. And once you decide who you are, your actions follow automatically. That's the key. Identity comes before achievement. Most people get this backwards. They want to achieve before they become. They say, when I succeed, then I'll see myself as a winner. When I get disciplined, then I'll act disciplined. No, you have it reversed. You become first. You act second. You achieve third. That is the order. Winners know this. They say, I am the type of person who wins long before the results show up. And that identity forces their actions to align. Because identity drives action. You have a choice. Keep identifying as the old you, or build the identity required for the life you actually want. Your identity is a story. Rewrite it. Here's the truth you've avoided. Your identity is just a story you repeat to yourself. A script, a loop, a narrative you didn't question. I'm inconsistent. I'm not motivated. I always mess things up. I can never stay focused. None of these were facts. They were identities you accepted. But you can rewrite a story. You can rewrite an identity. You don't need their permission. You don't need your past's permission. You don't need your mistakes' permission. You need one decision. This is who I am now. And once that identity is set, your actions will reorganize around it. Not because of motivation, but because identity drives action. The shift from trying to becoming. You're not trying to wake up early. You're becoming the type of person who wakes up early. You're not trying to stay disciplined. You're becoming the type of person who lives with discipline. You're not trying to change your health, your mindset, your environment. You're becoming the type of person who protects their future. This shift is powerful. It eliminates negotiation. It eliminates self-doubt. It eliminates inconsistency. Because when the identity is defined, the behavior becomes automatic. You brush your teeth every day because your identity is, I'm a person who takes care of my hygiene. You don't debate it. You don't need motivation. You just do it. Apply the same rule to your success. When you say, I'm the type of person who wins, your habits rise to match it because identity drives action. That's the key. Identity must be supported by evidence. Identity is not made from wishes. Identity is made from votes, daily votes, repeated votes, small, consistent actions. Every disciplined action is a vote for the identity you want. Every broken promise is a vote for the identity you're trying to escape. You have a choice every day. Which identity are you voting for? The disciplined one or the old one? You can't claim the identity of a champion while practicing the habits of a quitter. You can't claim the identity of a focused person while drowning in distractions. You can't claim the identity of someone who wins if you're still behaving like someone who waits for permission. Identity must be proven. Identity must be reinforced. Identity must be practiced because identity drives action. Environment shapes identity. This is where many people fail. They try to build a new identity inside an environment designed for the old one. You can't build discipline in a room full of distractions. You can't build mental strength in a circle full of weak habits. You can't build success in an environment that rewards excuses. Your environment must match your identity. Your surroundings must reflect who you choose to become. If you say, I'm the type of person who wins, then you must create an environment that supports winning. Clean your space. Organize your tools. Remove the apps that drain you. Remove the people who distract you. Remove the habits that sabotage you. Identity is not just internal. Identity is external reinforcement. Winners don't wait for their environment to change. They change it themselves because they understand the truth. Your identity will always shrink or rise to match your environment. Choose the environment that forces you to be great. Choose the environment that demands your discipline because identity drives action, but environment drives identity. Build the identity of a finisher. Most people never win because they don't finish. They start strong, they burn out, they quit, and they form an identity around quitting. But finishers think differently. I don't stop when I'm tired. I stop when it's done. Finishers don't negotiate. Finishers don't delay. Finishers don't wait for motivation. They finish because that's who they are. You want the identity of a winner? Then finish things. Finish the workout. Finish the chapter. Finish the project. Finish the commitment you made to yourself. Every completion builds the identity. Every completion reinforces the story. I follow through. I do what I say. I am the type of person who wins because identity drives action, and finishing is the action that builds a life. A winning identity is a lifetime decision. Here's the truth. Identity is not a moment. Identity is a lifestyle. Identity is a declaration you renew every morning. Every day you wake up with two choices. Repeat the identity of your past or reinforce the identity of your future. You build yourself or you betray yourself. There is no middle ground. Identity is the foundation of discipline. Identity is the fuel of consistency. Identity is the engine of transformation. Say it one more time. Identity drives action. Transition to the next chapter. You made the shift. You confronted the story. You built the identity that wins. But identity is only the beginning. It tells you who you are. Now you must master the force that determines whether you act on that identity every single day. The force that separates dreamers from achievers. You built an identity that wins. Now let's talk about the power that sustains it. Chapter 7. Discipline over motivation every time.